now. Welcome everyone to the 2021 Summer Smasher Info Session. I would like to really quickly just give you guys a brief understanding of what the agenda is for today's info session, just so you guys know what you're getting into. First things first, you're going to meet Alice and myself, and we are supporting you guys throughout the process. You're going to get a quick program description. We're going to talk about how we match teams and students, and then we're going to hear some. We're going to see some quick testimonials, and then you'll be able to meet a few of the teams that are currently at the garage. If you want to meet other teams, you can join us for our following info session where we'll have different teams live with us. But all of the teams I've asked to record a short video that you can find on our website. After today, I'm going to upload some of their videos. So in case you wanted to see what the other teams are up to, you can do that there. Two people in the waiting room. Sorry. Here we go. All right. So Alice, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Alice Liu. I lead innovation program at the School of Engineering. It's wonderful to see all of you here. I don't know if I should introduce myself further, maybe a little bit my background. My PhD is in computational neurosystems from Caltech, and I'm in this interesting hybrid between academia and business. I spent obviously a lot of time in academia, but also time as a management strategy consultant for Bain & Company and Boston Consulting Group, as well as working for a company called Applied Minds, doing it's a multidisciplinary innovation firm. And so I'm really pleased to be here at USC and leading some of our innovation programming. Over to you, RC.
Thank you. My name is Arcelia Navarro. Everyone calls me RC, like the cola or remote control. I'm over at the Viterbi Startup Garage, which is Viterbi's incubator program that is over in the marina. Typically, right now, we're completely virtual. We have about 10 to 11 resident teams, startups who are incubating with us at any given time. And the Summer Smasher is a program where we get to bring in interested students, undergrad and grad, to come do projects for those teams. And so you guys get a lot of really great experience, and we get the benefit of all of your expertise in engineering or if you're from a different school, whatever it is that you guys are learning. So it's a really great program that's super dear to me. And so I'm really happy that you guys are all here. Go for it, Alice.
All right. Well, we are excited to have you here in the Summer Smasher info session. I'm assuming a number of things about you, and it'd be great to see you guys post some of this into the chat. But the Summer Smasher is really designed for our students on campus who are interested in entrepreneurship, who think maybe one day they want to start and lead their own company, or they want to join an early stage startup. And the Summer Smasher is a way for you to get an insider's look at what it's like at ground zero of a startup, learning everything from, what is the sort of day-to-day life like for a founder? What are some of the considerations that startups have to face? I think here at Viterbi that the best way to build young technology entrepreneurs is really by doing. And so we created the Summer Smasher program. Through the program, you will be I think that maybe this is on the next slide. So maybe we'll talk about logistics in a minute, but high level, it's a summer program. It's going to run through the summer from June 7th through July 30th. You can basically think of it as those 2 months. We do have July 4th off, and it runs Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 4:30. And through this program, we hope that you will be able to expand your network, develop your skill set, and ultimately grow your career. Whether that is in the startup world or beyond an industry, but it gives you an insider's peek at what it's like to be on the ground at a startup. So what are you going to be doing for the summer? So the way that we've designed the Summer Smasher is to really give you an immersive experience. And we do that by pairing you with one of our many Viterbi Startup Garage companies. And RC hasn't said very much about VSG yet, but VSG is our deep technology and AI-enabled company incubator out in Marina Del Rey, though obviously with everything virtual right now, there isn't anyone at Marina Del Rey. Everything is hosted virtually. But through this summer, and what we call our Summer Smasher participants, we call them entrepreneurs in training. Our EITs will work closely with one of our BSG founders on a specific project. And this can be both in a technical capacity or non-technical. And when we say non-technical, we're talking about maybe in the realm of marketing or in some sort of supply chain analysis. But even I think the non-technical problems can be approached in a technical way. So the way you should really think about the Summer Smasher is it's an enriched summer internship program designed to foster the technology leaders of tomorrow. And we hope that through the Summer Smasher, you'll have an opportunity to take ownership, contribute value, and learn firsthand what it means to scale business as you partner with these startup founders.
Yeah, if I could just add really quickly, the idea of you guys having an opportunity to be working kind of in a capacity with a real team where you're getting to see you move that flag post further and further down the line, I think is really an exciting opportunity for students, especially if you're asked to wear different hats, because as startup founders, I'm sure anyone would agree that you can't just stick to what you're good at. You have to expand and find ways to solve problems that are outside of your wheelhouse all the time in the startup world. And so the projects will also be very reflective of that.
Great. So we've talked about being matched to one of the startup companies at the Viterbi Startup Garage. And the primary work you'll be doing with the summer is on those projects that are specific to each of the company. But in addition, you're also going to be attending weekly Summer Smasher events, including our lab meetings and our Oceanside chats. And they're really designed for you to meet and learn from a very broad network of entrepreneurs, investors, executives in understanding the startup landscape. Is there anything else I should add, RC?
Well, I guess the one minor edit is that although they're weekly luncheons, they're not in person. You could definitely eat lunch while you are on the Zoom. It's a BYOL situation. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I would add here.
Yeah, so that is a Summer Smasher at a high level. I'm going to hand it over to RC, who will be your personal guide through the Summer Smasher application process. She'll tell you about how we do a matching and how you can ultimately land this summer as an EIT, an entrepreneur in training.
Great, thanks. So the match process, oh boy. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen a dating show before, where someone talks about themselves from another room, and then another person talks about themselves from another room, and then you have to make a decision on whether or not you want to go on a date with that person. Summer Smasher, especially now that we're virtual, requires a little bit of those same types of skills where our startup teams are trying to figure out, are you a good fit for them? And you are trying to figure out if this is a valuable experience for your summer. And so how do we do that? We do it through an application process that has basically a very basic form for round one, which is currently live on our website, and then a round two video submission. This is our video from last year. We usually do a really curated video prompt for you guys. Unfortunately, this year we will not be doing the same thing, but at least what you'll be able to do is get a quick sneak peek at what the questions will be.
Hi everyone, welcome to Summer Smasher 2020.
Hi, my name is Ross Mead. I'm the founder and CEO of Semio. At Semio, we're defining the way in which people will live, work, and play with physical robots in their everyday lives.
Hi, my name is Michelle Melmed, and I'm one of the co-founders of Pocket CFO. Pocket CFO is a financial insights platform that provides founders real-time cash flow visibility to help them manage their runway. Our mission is to revolutionize the way companies track spending and monitor financial health to make informed business decisions.
My name is Julian McCree. I am the CEO of Open Sesame, and we are making voice applications social.
Hi, my name is Tom Callan. I am the co-founder of Roman Aerospace. So we're developing a flight control solution that is adaptable to every drone. By leveraging machine learning, our flight control solution constantly selects the most optimal control method which maximizes the performance of your drone.
Hi, I'm Laura, and I'm the founder of StyleBot, which is a machine learning-enabled chatbot that can answer all of your writing and editing questions.
Hi everyone, my name is Dinesh Simkurti. I'm one of the co-founders of Stasis. Stasis is solving a big problem in healthcare. It's 2020, yet doctors know more about their Amazon packages than their own patients. Stasis is building a connected care solution that allows doctors to keep track of their patients' vital signs and makes that information available anywhere at any time.
What makes
you interested in Summer Smasher?
Name one unique
skill or talent that you'll bring
to Summer Smasher.
If you had a choice of any superpower,
which would you choose?
And what would you do first?
All right, so that goes out to you guys second round. And so long as you do a pretty good job in your first round application, you will get an opportunity to do the second round video submission.
Hi, everyone. Well,
I definitely don't want to play that again. So, and then this is what it looks like. We get to collect all of these super adorable videos of you guys telling us who you are, what you're interested in, and about superpowers and what you would do first. And then our teams get to view these videos in a video screener that we prepare for them. These will start up at some point. I don't think we should wait for them, but trust me, they're all adorable. And this is kind of a really quick snapshot of some of the information that we collect from you as students.
Hi, my name is Madhuri Dev. I'm a junior in Viterbi studying computer science games, and I'd like to be in Summer Smasher to apply the things that I've learned in the classroom and see the impact of my work in industry. I would love the opportunity to grow and learn new technical skills while also wearing different hats in a startup environment and seeing the business and leadership side. I think I bring a unique sense of mental toughness and ownership that I've learned from playing tennis for the past 15 years and on the club team here at USC. I think that the sport's uniquely independent nature has taught me a lot about self-discipline and making and owning up to decisions. I think that's incredibly important in any professional environment, especially in a startup. I would probably choose the ability to draw things into existence, like in Harold and the Purple Ground, which was my favorite book growing up. I've been drawing and painting since I was little, and I think that the chance to make my environment a little bit more vibrant or colorful or whimsical would definitely make my days better.
So this kind of snapshot is something that you would be sharing with our teams when they make a good decision about whether or not you're a good fit for them. And at the end of the day, the real decision falls to you to decide which projects you're interested in once you know that the teams are interested. And that happens over a week's worth of information sharing and a very brief interview that you will do through Zoom or Google Meets during match week. Let's see, how do I? Okay, so here's just some really quick testimonials, nothing, that I want to spend way too much time on. I highlighted a bit of the bigger points, that the experience is invaluable, that it helps you to understand what it takes to be an entrepreneur, that you have to understand the importance of constant communication with the members of your team, and it helps you build a lot of confidence, learning a lot about how real startups function, feeling good about directly impacting an actual company, and then making connections, not just with the teams and the kind of professionals you'll meet at the Oceanside Chat, but also I think with each other. Real work experience, learning how early stage companies operate, and how to build relationships with that, which I think are all valuable personality traits for anyone who's interested in innovating and becoming an entrepreneur. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to introduce you to some of our current VSG teams. Some of them were actually in the video prompt that you watched earlier, not all of them. We have 4 teams with us today. The first is Ava, who I'd like to introduce, Rebecca Bennett. She has a short video here that I will start as soon as she lets me know that she wants it, but I'll let you take it away, Rebecca.
Great. Thank you so much, Arcelia. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you great.
Excellent. So hi, everyone. I'm the founder of Launch, and I actually recently graduated from USC Marshall School of Business with my MBA with a focus on entrepreneurship. So fight on, yeah. So I've been a founder for the past 8 years, and Launch is now my second company. And at Launch, what we do is we help companies become intelligent and automated enterprises to accelerate their future. And we do this by guiding companies on their journey in adopting and integrating AI as an AI consulting and solutions firm. And right now, what we're doing is we're focusing on building our premier AI solution called AVA, which stands for Enterprise Intellectual Virtual Assistant. And it's essentially a personal search tool that empowers employees with the right knowledge at the right time, so that way they can make better decisions and work more efficiently. And we truly believe AVA is the future of work, democratizing knowledge while promoting knowledge sharing cultures. Our team is currently a diverse team of 6 that spans the globe, and we're dedicated to pushing the frontier of the future of work with innovative emerging technologies such as NLP and deep learning. And we consider ourselves lifelong learners. So we're always challenging ourselves to try to be more innovative and grow from our mistakes and our failures. And we're also extremely collaborative. We're constantly listening to each other's ideas on how to do things better while supporting each other on our learning journeys. So our goal right now is to complete our first build of AVA and bring it to the market for the world to see. And we need your help to get there. So let me introduce you to Ava, or Celia. You can go ahead and start that video.
When talking with mid-size and large organizations, we found that their biggest challenges tend to be focused around onboarding, supporting, and developing their employees, which directly impacts succession planning. These processes can be very time-consuming and expensive if not done right. What we realized is that it came down to how well a company retains and distributes their knowledge assets. In fact, a McKinsey study revealed that employees waste 35% of their year navigating silos, internal sites, and systems, searching for information to get their job done. Now, this problem becomes compounded as workforces get leaner and knowledge leaves the company. Even if your company currently has a knowledge management system, existing systems are hard to keep up to date because they aren't automated or don't connect across all your systems. They tend to be systems that need to be managed rather than truly managing your firm's knowledge assets. This is creating a loss in productivity that is costing businesses $1.3 trillion annually. Hold on there. That's more than the US budget deficit. The Launch team saw how AI could reduce the time and cost of onboarding, supporting, and developing employees. So Ava was born. Ava is an enterprise intellectual virtual assistant. But you can think of Ava as your workplace concierge in the form of a chatbot. Ava supports your employees in the workplace by answering their questions on demand, while automatically capturing and organizing internal knowledge. This gives your workers that lost time back to work on more critical parts of the business. Ava is useful for high-growth companies that are operating in new spaces where the knowledge is changing every day, and companies don't have the resources to answer every single question as they come. Ava can be extremely helpful in mergers and acquisitions by helping to quickly learn and integrate both companies and onboard employees to the new changes. Ava also benefits companies that are experiencing the silver tsunami of retiring baby boomers that are struggling with knowledge transfer for their succession plans. With Ava, capture and distribute organizational knowledge effortlessly so that employees can make better informed decisions and work more efficiently.
So Launch is opening its doors to its first intern
When talking
cohort.
with mid,
We're extremely excited, and we're essentially
when
looking
talking
for
with mid-size.
we just want to see that video one more time, don't we? So we're looking for AWS chatbot developers, and it's okay if you don't have experience necessarily with AWS, as well as AI software engineers. So if AI or chatbots are interesting to you and you want to learn alongside talented engineers and former founders in a bootstrappy startup environment, then Launch is definitely worth looking into for your internship. We put your learning and development first, and we're looking to give you that hands-on experience working with cool technology while giving you the opportunity to develop leadership and entrepreneurial skills along the way. So we look forward to teaming up with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. So I would like to, everyone, if you can just like maybe use a notepad or whatever, keep your questions for any of our teams and questions for the program itself until the end. And we'll use the hand raising function when we get there. I'm going to move it on to our next team who's here. And oh my gosh,
When talking
I don't know how to, there we are, Scratch tools. Now, we have Irving here. Is anyone else from your team here?
Me. Yeah, Alfredo's here.
Alfredo, hey guys. So
Hi.
I can play the video. The video will also be available to the teams on the website. Just tell me exactly how you'd like to present.
And just play the video first and then we'll follow up.
Hi, I'm Alfredo.
And I'm Irvin.
And I'm Andrew, and we are the co-founders of Scratch. We are on a mission to modernize the tools used for STEM education and the sharing of knowledge.
In the last decade alone, whiteboards have been replaced with smartboards, pen and paper for personal computers, and those $100 graphing calculators with free apps on your phone. Yet students in the maths and sciences are still relying on pen and paper to complete all coursework.
Scratch is a virtual workspace for calculations that anyone with basic typing skills can pick up and use. With Scratch, you can quickly type up your notes or complete full assignments without having to leave your keyboard.
Scratch is building modern tools that today's STEM classrooms need to simplify the learning experience. We believe that when students are given the right tools to succeed, they can accomplish great things. Scratch is a growing team of students and instructors welcoming new creative minds who want to contribute and change our current methods of learning. To join us, visit scratch.app because solutions start from scratch.
Hey. So as we said in the video, I'm Irvin. I'm COO.
I'm Alfredo, CEO.
Yeah. And so we started by developing the virtual workspace for calculations. And we're building a platform on top of that, which is going to be a hub for people to share and conduct research, to pose questions. We're trying to build a community of STEM educators and students to collaborate, really. And so, you know, we're trying
for,
to
computer science people, and possibly if anybody has an interest in marketing, that's also be amazing as we're trying to roll out our brand new release.
Great, guys, thanks. All right, I'm gonna move, so long as there's nothing else that you have to say, I'm gonna move it along. Jesus, here we go. So I know that we have John Paul on the line, but just your voice, right? John, are you there?
Kyle's here. JP couldn't make
Kyle.
it. Yeah, here.
Okay, Kyle's here. So the video that I sourced is this one where you guys introduce your, do you recall this video?
That was from a conference I did a little while back. Yeah.
So,
maybe I can just do a bit of a verbal introduction and then.
Sure.
Great. Yeah, thanks for finding that.
Yeah.
So, hey folks, I'm Kyle. I just finished a PhD at USC. I was focused on biomedical engineering and computer science. So me and a group of folks at USC, we built a software that enables you to bring 3D images into virtual reality, into a desktop computer, onto a cell phone, and be able to share them around between those devices. And so our big focus is trying to unleash data, imaging data, especially within the biomedical field. So there's two things that are changing in biomedical research. One is that the imaging devices are getting better and better and becoming more prevalent in the clinic. So imaging is becoming a bigger part of healthcare delivery. And the second thing that's changing is everybody who's working in the space of biomedical development and imaging and research, AI, that kind of thing, they need to, the importance for collaboration is growing. So if people want to make high impact discoveries or contributions to their field, you have to team up with groups from other spaces. So now what we found is that, you know, people are having a big challenge in sharing a lot of this 3D visualization data. So we built a software that, you know, is cloud connected and enables people to share this data super fast and easy. And, you know, we have VR tools so people can hop in there and basically go down to the microscopic scale with the images they're taking and investigating it. I guess that's all I'll say from a high level, but we're starting to really rev up. We've just got some recent investment from first round capital, and we've got a partnership with Children's Hospital Los Angeles that we're rolling with. And yeah, we're just looking for anybody who's interested in like the biomedical space, in computing, in data sharing. We've got some plans to move our platform towards AI, integrating AI with it. And yeah, we're just the team of a lot of different specialties. We have, you know, artists on the team. We have scientists, engineers, doctors, and you know, a whole team of business development folks. And yeah, we're just looking for people who are excited to learn and jump on board and help us, you know, bring this new innovative tool to hospitals and university imaging centers. So maybe RC, I don't know if you can zoom in on just that underneath microscope, just to give a sense of the kind of data we're looking with. Those pictures are super small, but you see sort of like that brain MRI there on the right side.
I don't know if they ever click here. Let me see if I.
Just to give you a sense of the kind of imaging data we're working with. It's really beautiful stuff. The you know, these are images of microscopic groups of cells. These are MRIs of the brain, X-rays, ultrasounds. And we're creating a platform just to really unleash all that data. You know, we're about to release a YouTube type model for that, where people can post their data, share it with collaborators, and use it to drive interest and collaborate and share and make discoveries faster. So that's, you know, a bit about us.
Great, excellent. Okay, and again, just save your questions. Jesus, always with this thing. Okay, here we go. Now we have, I think it's just one of the Toms. Are both Toms here? Or is it just you, Tom? Tom number one? Uh-oh. Tom, is it me? Is it my computer that's freezing?
My internet is kind of slow. Can you hear me?
Oh, it's really bad, Tom. If I'm being totally honest, it's really bad. Here, say something. I'm gonna play this video.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start the video.
Hi, happy to introduce you to Roman Aerospace. I'm Tom, co-founder and CEO. At Roman Aerospace, we're building technology to bring in the future of drones. We're building control systems to make drones fly better. We're building one car-sized drone for the FAA. We're developing technology that can apply to every drone out there to make it work better and bring new capabilities to market. Before launching Roman Aerospace, I was working at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, working on mission development, planning missions, planning hardware development, talking to Lockheed Martin and government contacts. Tom, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself, founding Roman Aerospace and working with Summer Smasher students last summer?
Hello, I am Tom Callan, co-founder and COO of Roman Aerospace. So I was excited to start Roman Aerospace for two reasons, really. First, I've just always had a dream to start my own company and create a product or service from the ground up and kind of create a company around that. So that's always been a dream of mine. But secondly, I truly believe that we have a unique product and service that we can offer to the marketplace that is different than anything that's currently on the marketplace today. And I think we have some real potential around what we're bringing to the table. So really excited about that as well. So going into Summer Smasher, we had some ambiguous, very technically complex projects, which is, I guess, fairly normal for a startup like us. And And these projects were actually critical for a government R&D contract that we were executing on at the time. And not only did all our Summer Smashers kind of exceed expectations and handle everything that we threw in their direction, some of them actually finished early, and so we had to come up with some other projects that they could complete throughout their Summer Smasher experience. And we had such a great experience with Summer Smasher that we ended up bringing on a few of the interns for some paid part-time work during the school year to continue to help us out. So couldn't recommend the program highly enough.
I could not agree more. This summer, we're going to be flying our 4-foot by 8-foot flight vehicle, doing some great software technology development for an Air Force contract, and keep building out our technology in our team. We'd love to work with great students, and we look forward to talking.
Awesome. So that was the video, and this sound connection should work a little bit better. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you just fine now.
Nice. So I hope you appreciated the video there. Basically, we build software and algorithms to make drones fly more power efficiently and fly better. And we're going to be flying our large car-sized flight vehicle this summer and expanding on a bit of this Air Force drone R&D contract. So we're partly interested in embedded software programming, some video game software programming. If anyone is experienced in the Unreal Engine or something called Microsoft AirSim, it's a simulation environment. And then there's a chance that we can do some AI if anyone has experience with both C, C++, and connecting C and C++ files to some AI environments or some machine learning environments. That could be cool. But people interested in aerospace and drones and crazy, amazing flying vehicles and some of the CS talent, we just love to chat and see how things look. Summer Smasher program is awesome, and it's a great experience from working with the companies to learning about startups to engage and network. So it's a great thing to be a part of across the board.
Tom, I loved that video. Is that like some Declaration of Independence original document in the background?
Yeah, don't tell Nicolas Cage. No, that's from, I think, John Hancock's house in Washington, D.C. when I was out there in grad school. They sell those cool looking things.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Okay, so moving right along, I think we're right at the tail end of all of presentations. These are other teams that we have at the garage who we limited how many teams could come and present today. I'm just going to quickly go through them. I'm not going to play the videos. What I will do is I will share all of these videos with you in a follow-up email that I will send out that will have the chat information, the team's information, and then the live application if you're interested in applying. But just to really quickly blast through, we have Team 1 Degree with us. We have Team Pocket CFO.
Hi, everyone.
Team StyleBot, and actually Hazel's on. So Boland, you know what, that's what it, Boland, I don't have a video for you, that's the difference. So, and then Team StyleBot. So before we jump into the key application dates, I definitely want to give Hazel, who's on the line, an opportunity to present her team. Go for it. You're on mute.
Thanks, RC. Hi everyone, my name's Hazel. My company is Volant. I don't have a video yet. It's still coming, incoming, RC. So I'll have that to you shortly. But we're basically making a digital smoke alarm for COVID. We got into this space. We were originally doing computer vision and AI for the retail analytics space, but I had a friend working for a homelessness nonprofit, and they were really struggling with keeping their staff safe and keeping infections from happening. And they really didn't have any solutions that were affordable or easy to use. So we found out his situation really isn't unique. There's a lot of other small businesses right now that are really stuck between a rock and a hard place. And there's only 17% of companies who are doing testing because the kits are too expensive, or unavailable. And even before COVID, there was a loss of 150 billion every year from employees showing up to work sick. So we found out that everyone's struggling and no one was really happy. So we made Volant for small business owners who really wanted a simple way to manage COVID infection risk and compliance. So it's an AI-powered software platform that uses a combination of biometric mobile inputs, kiosks, and wearables that create a digitized smoke alarm for COVID infections. So unlike a lot of other solutions out there that are only endpoints and out of reach budget-wise, we wanted to create the ability for small companies to have an all-in-one solution that was really simple for any business owner to automate risk insights and their daily compliance reporting. So how it works is users simply talk with an AI chatbot before going to work, and then they get issued a QR code that they use to check in at our thermal kiosks. We've hacked cheap thermal camera cores to increase the accuracy over 99% and sell at 80% less than market. And then we have wearables that are clinical grade imported from the EU that can detect signs of infection in real time at less than half the cost of an Apple Watch or Fitbit. So this makes it really easy for managers to schedule backups, and we have high accuracy ultrasonic based contact tracing. So it creates daily logs and notifications for contact tracing. So our secret sauce, we have a patent that we're filing for, and then we also have a unique data set we're training our AI on. So we're making this immediately available to small business, and we wanted to just have a very private and biased and accessible platform and use AI that's affordable to keep employees, customers, and their loved ones safe. So we have a team of AI scientists and published PhDs, and we're tackling a very large opportunity in the market for corporate digital health. And we're taking the next step in our journey right now, and we need help to change the way small businesses protect the health of their staff every day. And so to make that happen, we need assistance in developing the backend infrastructure for our mobile kiosk and wearable inputs. So we're looking for engineers and web developers to help with that infrastructure and who want to learn from cutting edge experts in computer vision and artificial intelligence in the B2B SaaS space. And in addition, we're looking for mobile developers for wearable integration. So we see our platform being applied everywhere, travel, office, restaurants, healthcare, and schools. And we would love for you to join us in reimagining the future of health and the workplace and making the new normal a safer place to work. Thanks.
Thanks, Hazel. Okay, so as we move on, I would like to once again invite Alice to jump on to talk about key application dates and the kickoff and anything that you wanted to add based program-wise.
Oh, I thought the presentations went really well. We have some really fantastic founders, students who are in the audience. I hope that you find an opportunity to connect with one or some of these.
So I guess the things that you guys have to look forward to right away is that our application is currently live. You can find it on our website. That information will be shared to anyone who is in attendance or who RSVP'd. And if you guys are interested in being put into this kind of long process of application of like a double application, submit that as soon as possible. And then you can look out around March 25th for a notification on second round application with a March 31st deadline for those videos. And we're hoping to kick off Summer Smasher by June 7th. And I think we'll probably be good at sticking to the calendar this year. Last year, we had to make some changes just because we had initially planned Summer Smasher to be completely in person before the pandemic was in full swing. And so now I feel like we have a really great virtual program that we were able to sort out all of the differences in the dates and such. And so I think you can depend on these dates. And then I would like to just open up the Zoom to any students who have any questions. So I don't know if you guys know how to use the hand raising function. I'm assuming you do. You guys have been going to class online for a very, very long time. So as you guys queue up with your hands, I'll call on you and, show your video if you want to ask it in person. Otherwise, your voice is just fine. So we have Aditya.
Yeah, it's Aditya, yeah.
Go for it, Aditya.
So basically, because of the pandemic, I've not been able to come to the US. Right now, I'm pursuing my master's in computer science at USC. and so I'm doing my master's online. And so is it like, do I require a CPT for doing an internship for this program, or am I eligible for this program?
I believe your question was about CPT, is that correct?
Right. Does this program require a CPT for international students?
Right. So the standard answer that I give to all students is that we've run the program through the graduate student and through iOS, through making sure that there is no risk to you joining the Summer Smasher program and participating. And the message that we're getting is that it is not required. But I also just encourage you as an international student, any other international students that are on the line, to always keep track by making sure that you guys are keeping in touch with the international, with iOS, or is it OIS, Office of International?
OIS, yes, it's OIS.
And with whoever it is that you're working with as your graduate advisor, just to make sure that you are keeping yourself and your status safe. I know that it's always just a tricky kind of gray area when it comes to doing, like quote unquote work for here, there, and everywhere. The way the Summer Smasher is positioned is that it's a program through Viterbi where you're doing simple projects for these businesses. So you're shored up there. But again, I always like to encourage students to double or triple check or whatever makes you feel most comfortable and confident.
So basically, I had asked the OIS like for this. I had this question and I had asked OIS for this. So the answer they gave me was, if you're going for an unpaid internship, you can actually apply, and for a paid internship, you actually need to get your CPT. So is this an unpaid internship or is this a paid internship?
Yeah, I mean, I would just like to say once again, it's not necessarily an internship. It's more of like a project program, and it is unpaid. So there is no payment. The benefits that you get from the program, as it is an academic kind of program, is what you get from that, and you get to also build out your portfolio and get some experience on your resume.
Right.
Then that's not to say that down the line, work opportunities do not become available. There have been several teams who have post Summer Smasher done things like paid for the CPT program because they were so impressed with the work that the student did on the project that they really wanted them to continue on with their business. And so kind of as a separate entity outside of Summer Smasher, they worked out all of that process to continue with that student, but as actual like working intern.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, do you want to add anything to that, Alice?
I was just saying, no, I think you answered that well. And I think the key thing to keep in mind is the Summer Smash is really designed to give you an in-depth experience in what startup culture is like. You will have an opportunity to build out your project portfolio, but I want to echo also what Rebecca said. The key here is building out your network, gaining that experience, and learning a couple things along the way.
We have another question from, I think it's Rochelle. Is that right? Or Rachel?
Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah, hi. I was just wondering about like more towards the application. Will we be kind of applying directly more to our interest and like the companies, or will it be more of like a broad application and then we'll focus more on the specific companies we're interested in later?
That's exactly right, the second one. So the first application is essentially a data dump. You basically say you're interested, you upload your resume, you do answer a few basic questions about who you are, your student status, and there's a question about interests. But really that just puts you in a position to continue forward. Where the next application cycle is the one where you will already know what projects are available to you from these different companies, so that you can be a little bit more selective about what you actually would like to do at the Summer Smasher. So that'll be the second application, is the one where you will be selecting projects that interest you, specific projects that interest you.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
Alex?
And I didn't also add that the program is designed to be a two-way match. So you'll have an opportunity to meet the companies on a more one-to-one basis during match day. And discuss, it's going to be a week in the virtual environment, but you'll have an opportunity to get to know the founders, the particular projects you might be working on. And so it's a conversation. It's not meant to be one directional.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. Any more questions? We got a quiet group. We got a lot of people on the line. No one has any questions, anything. There we are. Dan.
Hello, yes. I'm interested in learning a little bit more about the Startup Garage in particular, and perhaps you might have some information on what is the schedule or cycle for startups to be selected for the Startup Garage.
You mean as an actual resident team for the garage?
Yeah, and that, yeah, I guess that might be outside of the scope for the Summer Smasher.
It's a little bit,
but,
you know,
yeah.
honestly here, VSG at USC, I'm going to just put it in the, I'm going to drop it in the chat, usc.edu. Email me that question.
Okay.
I can handle it offline, but that's a great question. And if anyone else has any questions similar, please just email me vsg@usc.edu.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Any other burning questions? I mean, and this is also questions for the teams that are currently with us right now. We have Volant, we have Ava, I believe we still have Roman Aerospace, and I believe we still have Microscape because their videos are off. Any questions? Wow, we're doing so well on time, Alice.
Good job, I see you're running.
I usually go way over. Well, I guess I did cut out all of the other videos from all of the other teams. So yeah, I guess if you guys don't have any more questions about the program itself, the process by which you can join the program, or for any of the teams, what I will say is I encourage you guys to keep an eye out in your inbox for the follow-up email that I will provide probably closer to the beginning of next week. If you guys are really, really burning about wanting to fill out that application, you can find it on our website. I guess I could drop that in the chat.
That's a good idea. Drop it in the chat.
Let me just drop that in.
The application goes live right after this info session. So if you are ready, you can go ahead and apply.
Yeah, I think it's actually live now. Let me just find it. Here we go. Summer Smasher 2021. Good. I'm going to just drop the web page there. And I'm also, just for your, because I love you guys and I want you guys to apply, I'm just going to straight up put the application link too, right underneath it. So, and like I said, the first round is really just a data dump. If you guys are really bad at filling out forms, you will not get the second round application. So please make sure you fill it out entirely and prove to us that you are a good form filler outer, which is probably the most important thing about the first application. And then let me just, before we completely jump, open it back up to our VSG teams. Do you guys have any questions for the students? Maybe like turn the tables a little bit? No? All right. How about you, Alice? Any like final words of encouragement?
I encourage everybody here who's attending this info session to apply and tell your friends about it. I think it's a wonderful summer experience. RC is a fantastic host for the summer. So make the most of your summer and apply to Summer Smasher. There's some wonderful teams eager to work with you and teach you what it's like to be an early stage entrepreneur.
Great. I think we have another question from Aditya before we go. Aditya?
Yeah, so did you put the application link in the chat, because I can't see that?
Oh my gosh, thank you. I sent them directly to the last person who messaged me.
Thanks for your question, Aditya. Good question.
I think that's all of them there. Thank you. Keeping me on top of things. This is what I appreciate about students and teams. I'm only as good as you guys help me to be. Okay, so thank you guys all for coming. I don't want to keep anyone any longer. It's okay for us to finish early. And hopefully I'll see some applications come through. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, RC.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Guys,
Thank
thanks for
you.
joining.
Thank you.